Pain is power, one of the most important topics that you have to understand as a man. I'm Single Mindset Masculinity Coach, and I want to help you to become the best version of yourself. You know, everybody in this life got pain. And that is something we have to understand, because many people underestimate the fact that you got pain, I got pain, and also the people that are homeless got pain. Also the people that are living in Africa or in India, I don't have India just for a fact, they also got pain. But everybody, for their own circumstances, feel the pain. We all feel the same pain. Your pain is not different than mine, and your pain is not special. I got a good example, okay? I was grown up in a ghetto. So many broke people here. I also talked to people who got raped in a young age, and they had pain. But when they describe the pain, it's like the pain I also got from the shit that I saw. When I talked to somebody in Africa, he got pain. And when I talked to somebody who's living in or who's grown up in a rich household, he also got pain. So never say his pain is harder than mine. No, your pain is your pain. Everybody feels pain. That's why so many feminists or liberates get so depressed just because their fingernail is not perfectly fitted. You know, everybody got pain. The most important thing is, what do you do with your pain? How do you handle pain? Good example on how you can turn pain into power is Mike Tyson. I know he had a coach, custom model, but still, he used his pain, okay? He had no mother, he had no father. They were both in the sex industry from a young age. He was growing up being bullied, always was the stinky fat ass kid. And he was one of the greatest fighters, for me personally, one of the best heavyweights ever. Strongest, most ruthless fighters ever, because he was angry, powerful, but also very smart. He used his pain to study fighting, to become the best fighter, to train every fucking day. The funny thing is that we are living in a world where everybody out there finds a weak escape for the pain. Here's the best example. Jerking off, playing video games, eating junk food, doing nothing with their life because their life is too hard. Think back 200 years ago. These men had pain. But they were stoic because they know how to handle their pain. And that's something you have to learn. So fuck all of your pain. Pain is pain and pain is pain. That will not change. What you have to do is use that pain or cry about it. Find the weak escape and be a little bitch till you die. Or say, you know what, I want to change. I want to be somebody. I want to become a man. I want to change. You got the decision every fucking day. So you have the decision. Do you want to be a warrior who builds from that pain? For a good example here is Batman. He also had pain, you know, saw his two parents die right in front of him. He could be a nobody crying about that fact. Could be an Arkham Asylum, right? Could be with Joker, best friend. But he decided to help people to not get in the same situation. So build from the pain. Because of pressure, it's just like a diamond. A diamond is built from pressure, from pain, from, you know, having nothing. You are right now a stone, but you can become a diamond if you want to. I hope you understand that pain is power. Use that. Struggle is power. Everything you've been through is power if you use it right. It's like the emotion of feeling angry. I always talk about the emotion. Feeling emotions is not bad. You are a man, you have to have emotions. You have emotions. If you're suppressing them, somehow, someday they will come out and you will kill people or scream around. But if you're controlling is using the shit that you're feeling right now and put it into another, you know, category. For an example, you feeling angry about the fact that somebody's bullying you, now you can use it and go to the gym with that energy. Not screaming at him, not shooting at him, not punching him in the face, not screaming at your parents because you're broke and you're fat. Go to the gym with that emotion. The same thing with pain. Do not forget. Many people try to forget, but you will never really forget. And someday, somehow, everything will come out and you will cry and die in depression. But you could use that power. You could use that pain. Everything you've been through, write it down on your notes, on your iPhone, or better, on a paper. Analyze it, structure it. Take the responsibility for everything that happened to you. I know it's easy to say it's my mother's fault, it's my parents' fault. No, say it's your fault and I have to change. Then see what you have to change. Write down 10 things. Then choose 5 from these things and then choose one thing that will help with all of these 5. For an example, you want to be a multimillionaire because that's your biggest goal. Your next 10 goals are to be rich, handsome, to help people. And now you choose to go to the gym because you know that if you change your body, you will have more respect. So you got also more capabilities to make money too. And if you have that money, you also got more capabilities to help people. So you have to always find the best thing and then start today. Make push-ups, do some pull-ups. You don't need money for that. The only thing you need is discipline, and discipline will come with your why and your power that you got from your pain. You see, there is no other opinion than either being a weak man, escaping the reality, then at the end of the day die from depression, or become the best version of yourself today. Let's get it, chap.